Joe Salone, Andy Santor, Mill Creek Golf Course, Youngstown, Ohio. Thanks for coming yesterday. Going to be taking a look. I actually got 4 videos here. I'll be flipping some around. Looking at your golf swing here, face on. The video on the left is a 7-iron. The video on the right is a driver, obviously. I'm going to take a look at the video on the left first. The video on the right is after we talked about some things and made a few changes. Here we're going to go into our backswing. Everything looks pretty good there. Okay, now we're gonna from this point forward, you're gonna see need to start that need to get that pelvis moving. Talked about which I'll mention a few times throughout this. Talked about the importance of getting a little bit better pelvic mobility, a little bit better what's called upper body lower body separation, which means being able to move your lower body without the aid of your upper body. So there's not, you can see here when you change direction, not quite enough energy generated in that lower body, which is kind of why you see that little bit of a change in angle of your hands. You kind of almost want to start down with your hands, and then that upper body starts lunging or leaning a little bit, and starting from this point you'll start losing your posture a little bit. You can see you start standing up. Anytime your body is standing up, it's moving, you'll see from down the line your body's kind of moving back and forth. And anytime your body's moving back and forth, it's difficult to rotate. It's hard to get your body moving in 2 directions at the same time. So in there you can see you really get stuck going through the ball. And once again, this is all caused right here by not enough pelvic rotation in the start of your downswing. Really, your downswing kind of gets out of sequence a little bit. Here we're looking at your driver. This will actually look a little bit better going through. I don't know if that's because the ball's on a tee or you were just getting a little bit better. You can see there already there's a little bit more energy generated in that lower body. You start losing your posture there a little bit, but there once again you can see where you want to flip it a little bit. So there's there's a lot of hand forearm rotation manipulation going on through the hitting area. So gonna now flip some, get you down the line. Bear with me here, I'm flipping some videos around. Here we go. Okay, the video on the left is a 7-iron. Want to get it to the start. The video on the right is with the driver, obviously. Here from this angle we're going to see a little bit more stuff as far as things getting out of position a little bit. Okay, we're going to start with the 7-iron. Going to draw a line up your shaft plane. There. I think everything will look pretty good there. Yeah, you get the club on plane. A little bit of forearm rotation manipulation on the takeaway. Get to the top. You already kind of lost our posture, our forward flexion here a little bit already, and you're aware that you do this. I'll just keep it. I'll just draw a line on your upper body. And you lost a little bit of your posture. Now here your pelvis is tucked underneath your chest or your sternum too much here. And once again, it's going to be difficult for you at this point to get everything, for being in this position, to get everything on plane, get everything rotating where we want it to rotate from this position. That's why, when I change your setup, and you can even see how I did in the video on the right. We'll go back to setup position. You're hitting a driver. It's a different club, but you could see there your pelvis is clearly more posterior to your chest than here it is hitting a 7-iron. So now we're going to talk about, now here is where your body starts going into what's called an early extension. Your lower body, or in this case especially that trail hip or that right hip's really going to start working out toward the ball too much. Okay, there it goes. We start losing our posture, and then that, those arms and that club go out. So the only way to get the ball back to square is we flip our hands. So the flipping or forearm hand rotation manipulation of the club going through is not the cause. It's the result of what your body's doing on your downswing. So that's your way of getting the ball to go straight. So alright, we'll look at your driver here. Like I said already, this setup looks better already, so I think things are going to improve a little bit here. A little bit of forearm rotation there. Okay, get to the top. Okay. Here we go into our downswing. You can see the same thing starting to happen here. That club head gets trapped behind you, gets underneath. All the stuff you hear about, getting the club stuck behind you, getting the club underneath. In your case is all caused by, you not getting that. The sequence of the downswing goes pelvis, thorax, or chest, lead arm, then the club. We need to get a little bit more energy in that pelvic area. That in turn will get those arms out in front of you a little bit better. Get that club on plane a little bit better. And from this point forward, now you're going to almost have to wait on the club a little bit. And there you can see that right hip really goes out. Body goes into an early extension, and those arms are going out. Okay. So, once again, from this position at the top of your swing, I could already tell as soon as you get into your downswing here, I could tell from this point. Maybe go one more frame. From there, I could tell from this point forward, trying to swing there's no way you're going to swing your arms or the club left from this point. So, I need, instead of trying to swing left, you want to try to swing left, but you want to do it with different parts of your body. You don't want to do it with your arms and the club. So, those body preps and motor skills I gave you are to help your posture at address, get a little bit more forward flexion and maintain it throughout. Get a little bit better hip rotation, a little bit better pelvic mobility in your golf swing. So, which is where you definitely need that. So, work on those things. Like I said, don't just work on a couple of the things that we worked on yesterday. We kept it pretty simple. That'll help you a little bit. And there was some improvement already in your ball striking, so work on those a little bit, and we'll see you next week. Play good on Monday, too, by the way.